Good morning, everyone. I hope you can see me now. Perfect. Please let me know if you can see and hear me, and then we will start from there. So you have already a couple people watching. Okay. So let me check. Please tell me if you can see and hear me.
Already a couple people watching.
And I could hear and see myself on iPhone, so means you can see and hear me. To leave messages, you can go the you need to sign in, and I don't know if you can see me. Perfect. So there's a little bit of delay there. Awesome. Welcome. This is early morning here in Victoria, and I welcome you to my webinar. If you're watching me from Europe, then or in later in recording, then good evening, I guess. So let's start. I'll introduce myself. We'll be running around here. I'm Nadia Freund, founder of Nadia Beauty Nail Academy, and I'm a North American head distributor and educator for magnetic nail design, which is a Dutch brand with like over 2,500 products, all about nails, and we will talk more and more about them in my webinars. Every week I'm going live. Besides this week, I didn't go live with just basic Nadia's nail talk. We are talking about anything related to the nail business or salon business. So you can ask me any questions here underneath of this video, or in any social network. You can find me as Nadia Freund, and I will answer those questions online because most of you have the same questions, and they're also very important. So let's do it together, and please, if you have questions, just message me. Also, I would like you to subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet, because I need those subscriptions to help me to move my channel forward. And what else? Well, follow me on Instagram as Magnetic Shop and Nadia Beauty. I have two channels, and I will explain later what is the differences. My mom is watching, so if you want to say hi to my mom, she's watching, and probably my sister also. And what else? I don't know. So let's start today talking about natural nails. And if you have questions, of course, you're more than welcome to ask me, and I will read them time to time. I will go into the chat. That's why I'm going down, because the chat is in the lower corner here. So if I'm looking there, and it's very tiny, so I have a hard time to see that. So natural nails. We have two different products for natural nails now, or even more, and they're similar but different. And I wanted to talk about them because many clients now, especially now in the quarantine time, they don't know if they can carry nails for a long time. They want to support the natural nails, but they don't want to have products, so if something happens, they can file it down. Or they say, oh, do gel polish because I don't want fake product on my nails. And then you're like, really? You don't want fake product on your nails, and then you come to get your gel polish? Well, we'll keep you on that, and then we will use a gel polish building base or a fiber coat, which is just a coating product, so it's not a fake product. If your clients want to do that, well, go for it. And of course, we want to educate our clients and explain them that it's all artificial, right? Even nail polish is artificial product. And I will do a manicure now on myself, and you can see my way of doing manicure. It's not a really Russian way. It's a Russian style, but not Russian way, or Russian way, but not Russian style. I don't know how to say that correct. The thing is that I think, and I stand for that, you don't have to cut everything out because there is a purpose on everything we have. And you have to make it beautiful. So everything that is dry and hanging out and dead, we don't need. But everything that is still a live tissue, we don't want to cut. We don't want to break it. So what happens when you cut the live tissue and cut the cuticle off, then you make a wound on the skin. So the skin is not protected. What happens when your skin is not protected? You grow more calluses. You know, like I have here a little cut, and then what happens here? I get more and more rough skin here on top of it to seal, to heal this thing. And that's what happens with cuticles. People saying, oh, I cut them with the scissors like this, and then they grow, and I cannot stop, and whatever. Stop cutting. Start using e-file. Take only dead tissue, and then your cuticles will stop growing. They will stop growing excessively. And every time you're doing it on your clients, they will have less and less and beautiful, less and less problems with the cuticles and more beautiful cuticles. Okay? Let's start doing it. Let me switch my cameras. Okay. Perfect. So let me know if I'm a little bit out of focus, if you need better focus. And the audio is still working. Perfect. So here, you probably have seen it already on the beginning, I have a little bit of a dirty file, and I wanted to show you how that works. This is a magnetic hygienic file system, and this is a buffer. Do we need more light? Let me know if we need more light. And I've heard already from people saying, oh yes, and I've bought system like that, and it was a hassle to remove it and everything. Well, the glue in every system isn't important. If it's a form, if it's a file, if it's whatever, glue is very important. Magnetic files, they're very hard to get off, but they don't leave that glue on here. The metal ones sometimes keep a little bit glue because they're very cold, and I find if it would be warm, then the glue comes a little bit easier off, right? But that little bit is not a big deal because it comes very easily off with alcohol or just like this. Well, we shouldn't use our nails as a tools, so I just put it away. It was my file, so I don't disinfect it, but you can put this in your disinfectant, and you can remove the sticker, line out the file with the core, and that's it. That's how easy it goes. So this file, I will use this buffer, 350 grit buffer, I guess. Let me check. Here's the product number, so you can see 141110 is 340 grit. And hello, Florentina. So this is a very soft buffer, but if you file a lot, you can file through the artificial or natural nail. Okay? And then I will use, of course, my Cuticle Pusher, and those two beads are essential. If your client has a worse cuticle, you can use those two, but I will teach you more about those beads in my manicure class, online class, available at nadiabeauty.com. And I'm using my file, my e-file. Put the bit in, pull it a little bit out, and of course I'm using prep and wipe. I spray my nails and actually buffer. Oops, there you go. And push back the cuticle. I don't push it too hard because I will push a lot with my e-file. And therefore I need to put my work glasses on. Sorry. I'm a little bit blind in this light. It's not a very bright light here. Okay, does the camera focus? Please let me know if not. Okay. Forward. Full speed. putting my file with a 45 degrees angle like this, turning it to the side like this, and very gentle, just touching the skin. You don't touch the nail, and if you touch the nail, you will hear that. Pushing away the skin, I just push back my cuticles. I will turn it this way. Can you see what I'm doing? Please let me know. I can focus the camera better. In the computer, I can hardly see what I'm doing. Oops, sorry, I have the visitor pass for the hospital here. So, one side. Then I turn speed down, switch it off, turn to the reverse, switch back on, full speed, and doing the same in the opposite direction. Is it visible, or do you want me to switch on the light? How about if I switch on the light here? It's not any better, isn't it? Is it better? Can you see better what I'm doing? Or is it worse? Please tell me. And all the dry skin here can be filed off. And just continue pushing away the skin. And the best way is to try on yourself, because then you can always feel that your client shouldn't feel pretty much anything, just a little bit pressure, if at all. The dry skin just touching up and it comes off. And then on the same direction, I just lift up back the cuticle. The round cuticle bit, very soft. And again on the forward, going from the center to the left. And I'm always working with the gloves. Right now I'm not working with a glove because I need to show you my the product on my right hand, and I didn't want to take off and on the glove, so I will, and that's why I don't have the glove on. I was already I already feel very uncomfortable working without glove on. Something is wrong here. You guys are sleepy today. No comments. So this is pretty much my basic salon work. I just do it very quick. I showed you slowly so you can see what I'm doing. And now I'm starting to destroy my cuticle here. Yeah, I didn't lift it enough. Okay. And you can always use a little bit of the silicone carbide if needed. I like to use it afterwards with some oil and polish the cuticle. But if you feel you need to use it now, you can always just polish a little bit. That whole dry tissue will come off. And then I'm taking a nail wipe, spray the prep and wipe on it. Now I can use my buffer and buff the nails a little bit. Again, around the cuticle. Very gentle, the free edge. And just the whole surface, making sure your nail is not shiny, right? So basic nail preparation. By the way, if you stay until the end of the webinar, I will tell you a special I have right now. I have an offer for you guys. And of course I need to shape my nails a little bit. Probably never seen all my nails in natural like this. And my thumb. Remove the dust with a brush or with a wipe. And of course spray the prep and wipe, and that's pretty much everything you need to do. And then I switch the cameras again. And you please tell me about the light. I don't see anything. Okay. These are the glasses. I don't see in them in the computer, so why do I have them on? And then ask myself, well, why can't I see anything? Okay. We developed gel polishes years and years and years ago. You remember about 9 years ago, we started to work with gel polishes. And Magnetic brought their polishes to perfection, our polishes to perfection. They're so beautiful. Most of them go even in one layer perfectly coverage. Some need two, but it's very beautiful, easy working product, doesn't run into the cuticles and nothing. And my dad is watching. Hi, Papa. And then we said we need a product to make the nails stronger because gel polish building base is a very flexible product. What can we do to build a little bit the nail, to even the nail plate if the nail plate is uneven? What can we do to help our clients, our nail technicians, to offer still gel polish or natural nail overlay out of the bottle? And we came out with a building base, gel polish building base, and I will show you now in the camera. There you go. So we have gel polish building base and gel polish building base cover. Do I have it open? I should have it open. Here, of course, building base. I have it open. And building base cover. But I'll show you the new bottle so you can see. There you go. Gel polish building base in blue bottle is just a clear product, and the building base cover is a covering product. You can see beautiful pink, beige, nude color. What is wrong with the light today? I have a feeling something is wrong. I think my lamp here broke. I'll have to add some more light here. Let's see. Can you tell me, is this light better? Probably not so much. Okay, so gel polish building base clear is just the clear product. It's very, very clear product, and it's beautiful to use inlay designs in a gel polish. So if you're using, for example, gel polish with some mylar or some thicker glitter, and then you cover it with a gel polish building base, it's transparent and it will look very pretty. Probably I'll show you today. And then sometime later we said, but that product is not enough. We need more products to keep our gel polish fans occupied and offer them more possibilities. And we came with these 5 products. It is a fiber coat gel, and you've probably seen before we were showing the fibers in that. So using a micro camera, we were showing fibers in the fiber gel, in the fiber coat, sorry. It comes in a bottle, again like this, and it comes in 5 different shades. So this one is a fiber, a frosted, actually all the shades I had in another video, but it comes in pink, which is almost like it's a transparent, so people call it clear, but clear pink, but it is pinkish, but it is transparent. Then extreme white and white, which is natural white, and the super, super, super white. And then we have cool and pink frosted. Frosted pink is very pinkish, very light color. And then we have cool cover, and it is beige again, nude. And with these 5 colors you can do pretty much everything. Plus on top of pink, of course, you can put, or on top of any color, you can put any color of a gel polish. So let's start first with extension of, oh, I wanted to show you the fiber. Here on this hand I have fiber pink, and one girl does it for me. And my problem is that my natural nails are lifting from underneath pretty often because they get long, and then I do sugaring, and with the sugaring I press so much on my nails. So if you work with this hand, the fiber coat is probably less suitable for you. Probably the building base would be more suitable because fiber is very flexible. Look at this nail. Let me take the tweezers. Can you see that? I have really problems with my light and nobody's saying anything. Is this better like this? Can you see that? Very flexible product. So it holds on my hand up to 7 weeks, but it is very flexible, and I have to buff time to time from underneath because I feel it starts to catch. That's my personal problem. I have very, very flexible nails, and for my very, very flexible nails, fiber coat works good, it holds on, but underneath it's lifting, as I said, just because it's pushing. But the fiber particles holds that product together, so they hold it very, very strong, very less breakable, where the building base is very strong product. It's a thin, strong, clear product. As you remember, or as you probably know, the clear gels are usually very they have strong linear structure, which is I cannot see what I'm trying to say. I'm confused. I'm losing my idea right now, what I was trying to say. So fiber gels are very strong because they're connected, but they're flexible. So fiber coat is very flexible product. So it stays on the nail and it doesn't crack if your nail is very flexible. Right? Does make sense? So it's a soft product. The building base is a strong product. It makes your nails even stronger. But if you push too hard, like in my case when I would do sugaring and it would be very, very thin, it might start cracking. But it's a beautiful product, very easy to work with. If you don't work with your nails, don't do any extra pressure with your nails, which is most of the clients who don't do sugaring, they have no problem with that. So fiber is perfect. I love fiber. You can make a very, 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 very tiny extension with both of them, but fiber will be too flexible. So if you need to do extension, you can use fiber gel out of the jar, and we will do that today because I prefer fiber extension. Or should I use the bottle? I was planning to use the fiber, but now if I'm thinking about the girls who don't work with gel but who work only with gel polish, probably it would be a good idea if I show you how to extend it with a building base, and then I will use some reinforcement powder. That's a good idea. Let's do that. Gel polish reinforcement powder should be here, and if not, then I cannot use them. I confused myself, and now I'm in a struggle, as always. But you know me already, right? Okay, if I don't find it, then I don't find it. Then I will skip that step. Reinforcing powder comes in the black jars, and they're similar to that what we have for acrylic, and that's why I have so many of them. No, I just probably don't have it in here. Then I'll leave it. Well, because I don't use it probably, that's why I don't have it here. So let's do it then. Forms. I will use basic magnetic forms where and I was prepared. And where are the forms? I have the old forms. Can somebody tell me where my forms are? And why can't I find them right now? I'll just use old forms. Which is fine. Fade. There we go. I will use old magnetic form, competition form. Oh no, here they. Oh, I just covered them up with something, couldn't find them. So magnetic competition form, and I will build this nail, and I will show you first how I'm doing a very, very short application on my pointer. I apply the form as my natural nail goes. Not too much lower, my natural nail grows down, as you can see. But I'm not applying it too low. I'm kind of compensating a tiny little bit so I can build my nail nicely here. And of course I need scissors to cut the stress points. Just very basic stress points where my form is hitting my stress points here, which is awesome. I don't have to cut out the here anything if I apply the form kind of down, just as the line goes, and connect the window. How to apply the forms for different shapes I explained in my last webinar, which you can find in my webinars playlist about form application. Very easy. But in this case I'm applying form very naturally, kind of straight-ish or down. Pinch it underneath of the nail right here to keep it as my nail goes, and check if it's straight. Depending on the shape, you can taper the end or not. I will just taper it a little bit. And glue here, make sure that this here glues together. Then I will apply soft bond primer. And here again we have a little marketing thing where people that come and ask you not to put any artificial product, they don't want a primer because they think that the primer is old style. Some people think old style acid primer, which is not. Magnetic soft bond primer is acid-free primer, or has very, very little amount of acid that is not countable for burning the holes in the nail. You know how the acid primers burn the holes and burn the nail plate through? Soft bond primer doesn't. But if you want to keep your clients safer, you can always use gel polish bond. There is no difference in chemical composition of those two products. Gel polish bond, though, says gel polish bond, and it looks like a gel polish product. So if you don't want to explain your clients why are you using soft bond primer, you're more than welcome to use gel polish bond, which works just fine for any product. It can be gel polish, it can be acrylic, it can be hard gel, whatever you're using, both of them works. Both of them work. And always when you're using any liquids, you're shaking them. Very, very little amount of the gel polish bond or soft bond primer I'm applying on my nail. And now I can feel that I didn't put the glove on. Automatically already, of course I ripped it. Already doing that when I'm touching the products, I feel I don't have glove on. Okay, so I will use a very, very little amount of the building base on my natural nail. And extend it tiny, tiny little bit. Ideally with the reinforcing powder. It makes perfect product. Too much? Reinforcing powder comes in a spray bottle like a glitter spray, or it comes in a bottle like a powder, because it's a powder product. And you can just sprinkle a little bit of it at the stress area to make the nail stronger. And I'm very sorry that I didn't prepare it. Okay, and cure. Do you have any questions so far? Let me check the chat. No, you guys don't have any questions. Okay. Where am I here? Perfect. So it is cured now. You probably want to see. Here you go. Awesome. And after it's fully cured, I carefully remove the form. No, I can't carefully remove the form. It was too thin on this side, so I will just continue building this nail, because I could technically remove the form and take off the and file the shape and then just build the nail completely, but I cannot because it's not completely built here on the side. Oops, too much. Now I apply the same product, turn it around, because even a very, very thin little amount already makes the nail thicker, and turn it around down. Once I'm happy with the result, with my apex being where I need it, I bring it into the lamp. Building base is a very thin product, as I said before, and it is very easy to make it run. Show me the powder. Cannot see that. Okay, perfect. So now I can carefully remove the form. And here you go, my nail. Nicely, naturally curved and shaped. And if needed, you can always apply a little bit more product or file down if something you applied you don't like. You get used to work with this product with the time. I don't work very much with it, and I feel like I'm missing a tiny little spot. I'm sorry. I will add a tiny little spot so you don't blame me later for missing something. Here on the sides. I already told you I have some problems with the light here, and I don't know why I don't have them in the test videos, but then when I make a live video and start to stream it, it feels like the light is disappearing, and I don't know what's happening. Can you explain me that? Okie dokie. So I will just quickly cure this nail and of course apply gel polish on top of it. Technically, if you apply a very thin coat of a building base and cure it completely, and then you can apply gel polish right on top of it without filing, without doing anything. If you extend the nail, of course, you always need to file it a little bit on the free edge, and always check if you applied too much of the product, then you always can use a little bit of the buffer and buff. Even in no filing technique, it is okay to buff or to file if you need to file. We all make mistakes. Nobody's perfect, right? I will take a wipe, I will take a prep and wipe, I will feed the cameras and remove the sticky layer. Then I will take a buffer and just file it in shape. So my nails have now all the same length, pretty much. So if your client who is getting gel polish broke a nail, you don't have to shorten all of them. You can always build a little bit using either fiber gel out of the jar or any builder gel, and then apply building base on top of it, or you can use just the building base how it is. I see here a little bit of product, so I will just gently buff it, and I can already feel how strong is this nail. Perfect. Just a tiny little bit. It is very, very strong and not as flexible as the fiber gel. Okay, so you shouldn't press too hard, so we don't want it to break. little pieces of the filed nail. Perfect. And I will use my new red polish, and you will see how beautiful are the new bottles. This is May's choice. As you know, Mei Liang, our founder, and she picks every year a color, and there's always May's choice and then the year behind. I still have some of the 19 in stock, but 20 has a beautiful bottle. Can you see those bottles? Beautiful flowers and everything. We produce now our stickers and fill the bottles in our laboratory lab in our lab, and that's how beautiful are the bottles now. So all the bottles are created in our backyard, not backyard, but in the company. Oh my god, it's a new bottle. When you have a new bottle, you always have too much product on the brush. It's a very summery red. I had it on my other hand, as you could see probably. And you can see this ergonomic brush, very easy applying red polish without having glasses on. Underneath of the camera without enough light is possible. Just like that. You can also see eventually, or if you're working with a building base, that when you apply the gel polish and cure it, it's not shrinking at the cuticle. You know how sometimes the product is shrinking at the cuticle? This one doesn't. Now I didn't see if I went to close. No, it should be good. Cure it for about 10 seconds. And making another coat. Now I applied too much. Now you can see beautiful nail. Well, for my taste, it's beautiful. Okay. Perfect. Just waiting for it to cure, and that's the only problem with the gels we have. When every time I'm doing a webinar or something, waiting for the gel to cure, I cannot cut it out from the video. So I'll wait and answer your questions. Do you guys have any questions? Or is it just the Saturday morning is a bad timing for a webinar, which is understandable, but it was the only time this week I could do that. I had some personal things to do this week, so that's the first day I can. And next week I will probably go again Wednesday or Thursday evening online, so watch for the updates. Okay, this nail cured. Fade. There you go. And I will use a top coat. You can use gel polish base and top, or you can use any other top coat. I will be using Flex and Shine just because I have it on my table and it doesn't have sticky layer, so we don't have to remove a sticky layer. As you might know, I have very complicated nails. Okay, I'll put this in the lamp here. Fade. I have very complicated nails, and because of that, the product that came to our sortiment a couple years ago, the Seal and Protect, is the only way to keep any product on my nails. This is a magic product, and if you're using Seal and Protect, and please comment under the video afterwards if you're watching it in recording how good it is. Please tell others, because this is a patent patented product. We have a patent for it. It seals the nail. So if you have natural nail that is damaged, broken, or you have, right now in the quarantine, we're using a lot of hand sanitizer, and you want your hand sanitizer not to dry out your nails because they start to become very brittle. Brittle? Yeah, they're breaking. Seal and Protect is the solution. So you can apply 3 coats of Seal and Protect every time, wiping in between. And it will protect the nail from penetration of those chemicals and keep the moisture inside of the nail and the chemicals outside of the nail. So this is an amazing product, and it's a must-have for every nail technician, especially for the difficult clients. So let's do that now then. I have a nail here, you can see, with a little bit of broken part here. It's not really broken. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that? And I have more of the natural nails, and here those little lines from the product I had before. So what am I doing? I take Prep and Wipe, and it is essential to use Prep and Wipe, and I wipe the nails with a Prep and Wipe, dehydrated. Prep and Wipe is an acetate. If you have another acetate, it might also work. And not acetone, acetate. Seal and Protect, again, mixing. I apply a very, 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 very little amount of it, so I'm drying it out, drying the brush out. If needed, even tap on a napkin. And just apply a very thin amount of it on my nails, and it penetrates into those dry areas that were dehydrated. You see my nail is white and dehydrated, so this product penetrates in there. It's very, very, very thin product, and it goes inside there and will cure inside, covering and sealing your natural nail. Here is curing time of 2 minutes is essential, so I will just put it in the lamp for 1.5 minutes in the twin light, and can tell you more. On top of this product, you can apply soft bone primer if you want. You don't have to. There is no necessity to do that, but I do sometimes on me. And then I have no problems. 7, 8, 9 weeks, as long as I need to, they go. You've probably seen my nails before. I already showed you 7 weeks nails. Okay, let me see what is happening here. Perfect. Unfortunately, I will have to wait, and then I will use fiber coat, and I can show you how beautiful is the cover. And in one of the other videos I had before, I was showing how to do French with it, with a fiber coat. French fade, I think, the baby boomer and the French. So you can watch in other videos. Oh, and I didn't show you building base, but it's okay. I will show that actually. We will compare cover coat and fiber cool cover. So now when this is done, I need a clean wipe, and with a clean wipe I have to achieve that squeaky noise. Now I can use soft bone primer. As I said, you don't have to, but if you are like me and I want to keep these nails on for about a week at least before I start doing more classes and have to take them off to redo the nails again and again and again, I will use soft bone primer. Then I will keep some of them for weeks and weeks and weeks. Okay, fiber coat cool cover. We will compare with the building base cover. So let me put it on here. Very thin coat first. Oops. And then you go again and put the product on the nail. If needed, move it a little bit and bring it down. I love to use Jessica's Choice brush and just bring it a little bit where I need it, more to the apex if needed, and take off from the free edge here, kind of thin it out towards the free edge. So it's not collecting in the little bump, but it's kind of thins out itself. Always you can turn around if it was too much. If you feel it starts to run to the cuticle, we don't want that. And just cure. And on the other nail, I will show you the cover building base. And we'll compare the colors, which is cool. Okay. And here I have to apply first layer. Again, then take a little bit of product and do pretty much the same, but not as much. It's a building base, but you can, like, I don't recommend you to build too much of the nail underneath of gel polish. If you use it on extension or very long nails, then it works. And test on your clients if you like what product works better. Every client is different. Just turn it a little bit around. Oh my god. Thank you. I can wipe it off. I guess you missed the building base, right? So you've seen the fiber, but you didn't see the building base. Right? So I will do it again. Oh, a thin coat first, and then put a little drop on. And basically just let it work for yourself. You can use the brush from the jar or from like just a Jessica brush, and just bring it down if needed. As I said, I like that brush just to swipe it down so it thins out towards the end. Well, thank you for telling me. I have a hair inside there. I have something. Fuzz. So turn it around. Turn it back. Check and cure. Ooh, it's hot. The linear structures of the building base is if you apply too much of it, it is warmer than if you apply too much of the fiber coat. Like in the lamp, it might be hotter. Okay, so let's compare. Here I was using building base, and here I was using fiber coat. From the color, I personally don't see any difference, so I guess we use the same color. I feel like the building base cover is a little bit more transparent. Like towards the end you can see a little bit more the free edge than the cover fiber coat. Okay, so I used it like this. And now I can show you how easy and beautifully goes the gel polish on top of it. Again, tilt down the nail, bring the polish to the cuticle, and I will put my glasses on because I really don't see what I'm doing. So the first coat, it feels like the fiber coat is a little bit stickier, so the brush is not running as easy over the fiber coat. But in both cases, the gel doesn't run anywhere. It doesn't fade. It doesn't collect itself anywhere. It's beautiful, easy to work with product. So I will flash cure it for 10 seconds and then apply next coat. Of course, the colors that are based on a white, so something like those colors, the pastel colors, you need to fully cure like half a minute per coat just to make sure that it is fully cured. Those gels like red ones without white pigment in it or black pigment in them can be easily flash cured for 10 seconds and then fully cured afterwards. I was talking with the expert and she told me that if you're making the nails for the pictures, that building base gives better blicks for the, it's most, how do you call it? Okay. Saturday morning, multitasking doesn't work. So if you're using building base, it has better, like more smooth surface. So when you take a picture using the double drop from the light, you have more perfect surface with the building base over the fiber coat. So that's what she said. I cannot prove that. I haven't seen much difference, but I believe her. She knows better. And those glasses, I cannot see anything with those glasses because besides the nails. Okay. So how are you guys doing this morning? Tell me. And I'm almost done, so we will be quickly done. And I didn't forget to switch the cameras. Okay, we have 2 more nails to go. I'm gonna just skip this and frosted pink. Let me show you fiber frosted pink. I'm not gonna use fiber white because it is hard to cover white with a red polish. It doesn't look beautiful. And it's a lot of product in the bottle here. There you go. What is fiber frosted pink good for? It's just natural look. If you want to kind of give a little bit of a shimmer, not a shimmer, a little bit of coverage for the nail plate, but still keep it very natural. So this, the frosted pink, is most beautiful natural look for that. Naturally looking nail for that. Okay. And then I will use a fiber pink, fiber coat pink, so you can see all of those colors today. Now let me show you fiber white and extreme white, just so you see the difference, but I already showed it before. So this is fiber extreme white and the basic white, the milky and the super white, right? There you go. Fiber pink here. I have a client with very, very, very long nails, naturally, and we're using fiber coat. And she's like, yeah, that's my natural nails. When people are asking, oh, is it your natural? She's like, yes, it's my natural nails. And of course, we support them with the fiber coat. Without fiber coat, they would break. But she's happy because we have super long, beautiful nails. And I probably already showed some videos using that. And if not, they're probably still on my phone. I did quite a few videos with her. So here I'm just applying a little bit more product, bringing it to the cuticle, fade it down. Making sure I have some apex. What I love about this, that I don't have to file. I take a couple extra seconds to apply it perfectly, and then I don't file at all. And always make sure that this area here looks very nicely straight down without little bump on here. Okay, and cure. So here's my special for you. Here's my idea. What I can offer you is, if you buy all 5 of the fiber coats, if you buy 2 of the building base clear, and sorry, wrong bottle. Like that doesn't look good. Here, building base cover and the basic building base, I will give you a free certification. So you get access to some lessons where you learn, where you give me some homework, and you get a certificate about natural nail overlays by Nadia Beauty. If you're interested in that, just send me a message or check in the next couple days nadiabeauty.com, or just purchase those 7 products in my online shop, nadiabeauty.com/shop. And then you will get a free online classes in this product with my feedback. And as you know from about my feedback, I'm very honest. I am making sure that you learn something, and you can read more about my feedback on Instagram and most likely also on Facebook, because I'm always posting the feedback from my students about marathon and everything. And here we are. I will just show you. You don't need to see again. Let me put this aside. You don't need to see again how I'm putting the red polish on. Here you can see absolutely transparent look of the fiber coat pink. And here is the fiber coat frosted pink. So it's less coverage than cool pink. It's like semi-transparent, semi-opaque, but it is very beautiful color if your client wants just something very natural, very nude looking without the transparency of this. You see the difference? Here you can see every single thing, imperfection of the natural nail. If you need to hide it a little bit, hide some imperfections, just apply this in one coat and top coat it with something flexible like gel polish top. If you want a color, you can put the color on top of it, but if you put color on top of it, it doesn't matter what you're using, frosted pink or pink. But if you want just a natural look, I like this. Okay, thank you very much for watching. If you have any questions, you know where to find me. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet, and I will see you every week online on on Instagram and on YouTube with my Nadia's Nail Talk, and send me questions for that anywhere you know me. I'll see you then. Thank you and have a good weekend.